Hey everybody, this is John, and welcome to the free video. We got a tale of two markets today. We're going to take a look at three quick charts and setups. So the first one I want to look at is probably the least exciting, but I like it because it's what I call non-market sensitive, and in fact, this is what I ended up doing for the trade of the week. Twitter, which had a big explosive move after earnings, has since been trading sideways, okay? And it has a big amount of open interest at the $30 strike. So what we're doing is actually setting up a slightly neutral to bearish play with the idea that it's going to consolidate over the next week or two and potentially test $30 regardless of the market. So if you think the market is too extended and may roll over, that's an easy trade to do because obviously downside pressure here could potentially help Twitter get to our target. But even if the market continues to go higher, Twitter is gunning for that level. On the upside here, I like Tesla for a couple of different reasons. First, you have short interest still high at 28%. We are now coming up to very, very key resistance at the 360 to 361 level. There's a lot of bearish news on Tesla in terms of financials, and the Twitter sphere is just hammering all the bearish stuff on Tesla and why it can't possibly go up any higher. Okay, and note that the short interest is 28%. So typically when you see a situation like that, you get what's called a short squeeze, and I wouldn't actually be surprised to see this thing pop up to 376. We have squeeze not only on the 2-day, 3-day, and 4-day charts, but squeezes on the weekly charts, building up that momentum. What has been happening with Tesla is at the end of the day, it consolidates and builds up a squeeze on the 15-minute chart, and the next day powers open. So I'm anticipating that tomorrow morning we're actually going to get some action to the upside and potentially break through that critical level. All right, that's what's going on there. So what about stocks? Well, one thing to keep in mind with stocks here is that the Nasdaq has recouped nearly all of its February decline after the short volatility funds blew up. We are within spitting distance of its old high, and the fact that we've broken through that 786 retracement level right here, which as you can see it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to build up enough energy to do so, that opens up the door to the 1272 extension. And we see a lot of key stocks here behaving very, very well, the Amazons and the Apples and the Netflixes and so on. All right, so that's what we got going here. And of course, one of the fun things to do in these markets is to intraday trade. And taking a look at some of the stuff that's going on in the futures and the internals, let's take a quick look at that. Now, for those of you that took the futures class over the weekend, we had a couple of really solid setups today. The easiest no-brainer trade of the day, of course, toward the end of the day. We had this, the buy signal here with the squeeze, and nice 10-point move there into the close. Then we had a couple of other ones there too. Also, keeping in mind that everything we learned about the internals over the weekend, especially with the tick and the VIX and the put-call ratio, kept us long all day long. There was no reason to short at any time today. Now that may change tomorrow, all right? And we'll keep an eye on this stuff to see what signals we get for tomorrow. Now, for those of you that either weren't aware of the class that we did on Saturday, or you're still thinking like, you know what, it would be awesome to do some live trading with you guys on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday and really dive into these concepts, you still have an opportunity to do so. Although the Saturday class is over, the Saturday class also include the Darvis box indicator. You still can sign up for the Elite class. The Elite class, which includes a recording of the Saturday class and a copy of this, also includes 3 days of live trading, which we're going to do on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, we're going to be doing day trading with stocks and futures and options using the internals and doing some cool no-risk trades utilizing futures and futures option. It also includes a couple of other tools. This is a really great internal tool, if you've never seen that before, for essentially timing all of this stuff. Okay, simplertrading.com/recipe. The Elite package will get you hooked up. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.